That's how you play, huh?
Yeah, right.
So you can either touch
That's
it.
what you need one of these for.
Now you need this for this game now.
Yeah, exactly. If you're going to say now without it, it's like.
Yeah, it's like, oh man, I can't play it. It's not the same anymore.
That sounds great actually, because I know this company's actually in Singapore.
Very cool stuff. Very cool. Touchpico. All right.
You didn't know that? Have you ever done any kind of gliding? It's amazing. Yeah. It's a lot of fun. Okay.
Tell me more, man. I love carbon fiber and I like things that fly. So what is this all about?
So this is the carbon fiber app controlled plane.
Okay.
You have a Bluetooth app that you use to connect to the phone. I'm charging up a battery right now, but I got another one I just put in here, so it's connected. So you throttle up and down with your app, steer the phone, and it steers the plane.
Badass.
Just like that. While you're flying around, you can record your flight in HD video.
Ah, okay.
720p.
720p video.
The nice thing about this that's better than a standard plane, instead of a one-way FM transmission, it's a two-way data communication. So you have real-time battery status of how much energy is in your battery. You have real-time status of connectivity. So as you approach that about an 80-yard bubble to fly it in, it'll tell you you're getting close to the edge of your communication, so you need to turn around and fly back.
What happens?
If you, for some reason, don't, and you go out that bubble, there's a microprocessor built onto the chip. There's a pre-programmed landing pattern. So it'll put itself in a downward spiral and land itself instead of flying off or whatever.
Oh, that's cool.
So
You're
it's
like,
perfect for kids.
so you're like, oh, this is awesome. I'm flying in a straight line.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh shit.
It doesn't help if you land on top of a building or in a tree.
Or over a cliff or something, and it just goes over.
Yeah, by accident, I found a bunch of nicer attributes to this in a regular plane. So I've done a lot of development work on all kinds of planes. I spent a lot of hours with a pole, like 20 sections of conduit and a ladder poking the top of an 80-foot tree to get a plane out, because they got those big long styrofoam wings and they hit a tree, they're in there. This thing, when we were flying around, many times we put it in a tree and it just ping-pongs because it's nose heavy. And it's shaped like a wedge. So it just goes like a pachinko machine, ding, 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 straight to the tree and down out.
Got it.
Nice.
So you get it back out. Because there's nothing to snag on the branches.
Right. So if it goes out of range, it always does like the same pattern. Can you shut that off if you just wanted to keep rolling?
You could. I mean, if you just wanted to keep going, there's a bunch of menus in here that you can toggle things on and off.
Oh yeah?
So the main function, this is a flight assist. So if you got a novice user, the first beginner or kid, we suggest you fly with that. And what it does is it dampens the controls a little bit. So, because it's pretty sensitive. So if the kid's like doing like this, instead of the plane going there, it'll just say, oh, you want me to turn left probably, right? So it just kind of like turns left a little bit. And then after you get more experienced, you can toggle that off, and it gives you full direct access to the, so now you get 100% power on the motors. And it's more responsive to what you do. So there's a bunch of algorithms in there that like soften the inputs. And make it more
stabilized.
What's flight life? What's battery time?
About 3 minutes is what we're looking at. Depends on how much you're running the video camera or not, how aggressively you're flying. Video camera draws about 100 milliamps. You know, if in a steep wind, if you're flying full out, you know, it's going to draw more amps.
So you get point of view directly on this guy as you're flying him. Or out through white top.
One cool trick, because of the way it's designed, if you point it into the wind and you throttle back a little bit and just adjust, you get to hover. It'll sit in one spot. When the thrust meets the oncoming wind speed, it'll just sit in one space.
That's cool. So when's this available?
We'll start shipping this summer. August, late summer. We have 6 days left of the campaign. So if you get on Indiegogo this week, like this night, you can get it at half price, $99.
Oh yeah? Okay. That's cool.
All right.